And off we go from Denver. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down. Gibbs, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Goff on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On second down now. It's Gibbs, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Goff now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the right side. Reed. Way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
They locked the man coverage out left and ended up running across him. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? First a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It's a pickup of 6.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now Wilson on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich from 21 yards away. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up. Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
On 2nd and 10. Goff. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 5. A good sack to bring up 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he still makes the catch even though it was tipped at the line. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Are you kidding me?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Three on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. And I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
On first down, Gibbs. And some room to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Out route complete to Dulcich. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Up the middle, it's Williams. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Hooker. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
In motion left comes Williams. They'll look to throw again.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Hooker.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the Broncos are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are
what the fuck, man? Really? This game be hoeing.
It's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he
Good
gets on
fucking
the
game.
team.
This
He's
game
I
be
shouldn't have
hoeing
thrown
like
that ball.
shit.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog.
Shit be hoeing.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should rise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about the ball in the air. I tell my running backs,
oh shit.
And I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
Fuck, man, this fucking game.
Play back at the 20.
Bullshit.
Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing
you can move the
decision
clock. It's under 2
defensively
minutes,
because
though.
they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the
I
offense.
missed
I
shit
thought
out
they were
of
going to
shit.
switch out of it. I
Nope,
didn't know
that
if they
shit.
felt they didn't have time or what the case
Drunk
was.
anyway,
In
got
the event, the extra speed allowed for great
excuse me.
penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Tony on the return.
Dang.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw.
Block. Throw the block, bitch. Damn. Sorry, bitch.
Out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. Your tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
What is this? What a fucking pick. This is terrible.
He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Denver, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.